Hi guys. So in this video we are going to see this question. This is the LeetCode 169 question. Majority element. It's the easy question and it has been asked in many companies, top tier companies, and it's the favorite questions of the for the companies, especially for the freshers in the DSA round, in the coding round. So, what this question says, let's read it and solve it. How can we solve it? So, in this question, we have given an array nums of size n and we have to return the majority element. What's the majority element? The majority element is the element that appears more than n by 2. There's the floor sign, if you can see. This is the floor sign. And by 2 times, you may assume that the majority element always exists in the array. So we have to find a majority element that appears more than, not equal to, more than n by 2 times. As you can see in this example, the size of the array is 3 and the majority element will be, if we divide it by 3, is 1, sorry, n by 2 times. N by 2, it's 1, and which element is appears more than one time? It's 3, so the output is 3. Same in this question, the n is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and 7 by 2 is 3. Which element is appears more than 3 times? It's 2. 1 2 3 4. 2 is appear more 4 times, so it is the majority element. And you may assume that the majority element always exists in the array. So majority element will always exist in this question. But if you see in the majority element 2, there it is asking up the element that is appears more than n by 3 times, and there's no condition ki it will appear, means it can be or not be inside the array. So in this question it will present every time. So let's see how we can solve this question. And to solve this question we have to understand the algorithm. So that is the Boy Murray voting algorithm, Boy Moore or Murray, whatever you want to pronounce. So it's the Boy Murray voting algorithm. What this algorithm says, let's say you have an array. Let me take this example and paste it right here. Let's say this is our array, and this algorithm is used to find the majority element. So to find the majority element, we take this first element of this array as the majority element, we suppose, and we say this is the majority element currently. We log the majority element as the 2. 2 is the majority element right now. Then we iterate over the array, and if the next element is, and we take a count value, and so the majority element is 2, and we take a count as 1 because the 2 is appear one time. So as we move towards the array, so the second element is 2. Then we check if the majority element is 2 or not. If it is 2, increase the count, and next element is 1. Is it 2? Is it equal to the majority element? No, it is not. So decrease it. So count minus minus. So the count will become 1. And next element is also 1. So now the count will become 0. When the count becomes 0, if count is equal to 0, then the majority element is equal to the nums of I. So that 1. So now what's the majority element? Our count has become 0. So the majority element has been updated and becomes 1. Next we move forward. As you can see, this is again 1. So 1 is equal to the majority element 1, and then we increase the count. So and the next element is 2. It is not equal to the majority element, so we will decrease the count. So the count will become 0, and if the count is 0, the majority element will become the current element in the array. So the current element is 2, and the last element is again 2. Is it equal to the majority element? Yes, and so we increase the count. After all these iterations, we have the majority element as the 2, and we do a verification step also. Then we iterate again. The verification we will do, is it the majority element, to lock our answer. So we have to do the verification step. Then we iterate over this array again, and we check if it's appear more than n by 2 times or not, n by 3, n by 4, whatever the question asks. So that's what this Boy-Murray voting algorithm says. In the LeetCode 169, the question says it will always appear, it will always exist in the array. So we don't have to verify verification step. So we don't have to do, do the iteration and check whether it is appear more than n by 2 times or not. So we don't have to do that step, and we can directly return this majority element, and our answer will be succeeded. So there's one thing more. So when the question asks you about find the majority element that appears more than n by 2 times, how many majority elements you can fit n by 2 times? In this example, you can see there's the 7 size of this array, n by 2, so more than 3. So how many elements you can fit inside this? How many majority element you can fit inside? What's the majority element that is appear more than 3 times? So let's say I say 1 1 1 1. So this is my first majority element, and if I filled out with the remaining element with the 2, so the we have 3 elements that the value is 2, so it is not more than the 3. So the point is, when the question asks you about find the majority element that is appear more than n by 2 times, so there will be only one majority element. There will only one majority element. So you cannot fit more than one majority element. Any array, any size array, you can try this. And if the question asks n by 3 times, so how many majority element you can fit? Let's see. So n by 3, 7 by 3, so it's 2. 7 by 3, how many elements we can. Majority element is more, that element appear more than 2 times. So let's and see. So the first element, first majority element, this becomes 1. Let's remaining with the 2. That's also a majority element 2 because it is appearing more than 2 times. And let's remaining fill. So the maximum majority element that we can find when the question asks more than the n by 3 times, so the maximum majority element count will be 2 majority element. So same as, so this n by 4, so this will become 4 minus 1 3 majority element, and so on. N by k, this will become k minus 1 majority element. So that's our boy Murray voting algorithm, and let's see how you can, let's code it up. And that's our LeetCode terminal. So first we have to find the size of the array, and let's take the majority element as nums of 0, the first element, and the count will be 1. Let's hit the for loop. If nums of I is equal to the majority element, so what we will do, we will increase the count. Else if the count is 0, if the count is become 0, so the current element is become the new majority element, nums of I, and we will set the count to 1, and else we will decrease the count if any element appears and return the majority element. Let's run it. Let me log in. Let's run. As you can see, the test cases are accepted. Let's submit it. 655. So we have made some mistake. Count 1. So we have take the majority element, the first candidate, and we are starting again from the 0th element. That's the for loop issue. Now let's submit it again, and you can see our code is accepted. So what will be the time complexity of this? It will be the O of n, because we are iterating over the array from start to end n times, and the space complexity will be become O of n. We are not using any extra space, time and space. And in the next video we will see its second type, the majority element 2, where we have to do the verification step. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like and share. Thank you.